What if the only thing standing between you and your wildest dreams is your willingness to push harder than you ever thought possible? Imagine a life where every goal you've ever set, every ambition, every vision, becomes reality. That life isn't a fantasy reserved for the lucky or the gifted. It's a life forged through grit, determination, and an unbreakable commitment to outwork everyone else. Welcome to the mindset of a champion, where limits are illusions, and success is earned through relentless execution. This is your wake-up call to stop dreaming and start doing. Are you ready to grind like never before and let your results silence the doubters? Let's dive into the blueprint for turning your aspirations into achievements. To achieve greatness, you must embrace the grind. This isn't about sporadic bursts of effort or waiting for inspiration to strike. It's about showing up every single day, ready to pour every ounce of energy into your goals. Champions don't coast, they push. They don't settle for good enough, they strive for extraordinary. The grind means waking up before the sun, staying up long after others have clocked out, and refusing to let weekends or distractions derail your focus. It's about doing the work when no one's watching, when it's inconvenient, when it hurts. The truth is, most people won't do this. They'll talk a big game, posting their plans on social media, dreaming aloud about their future. But when it's time to roll up their sleeves, they flinch. They shy away from discomfort, avoid the extra hours, and quit at the first sign of struggle. That's your edge. While they're sleeping, you're working. While they're chilling, you're building. Every moment you choose to push past your comfort zone, you're lapping the competition. The grind isn't glamorous. It's gritty, solitary, and often thankless. But it's also the secret to leaving everyone else in the dust. Here's a hard truth. Every limit you've ever faced is one you've accepted. Somewhere along the way, you decided what you're capable of, and those boundaries became your reality. But what if those limits are lies? What if you're capable of so much more than you've allowed yourself to believe? The path to greatness begins with a decision to reject the ceilings you've placed on yourself. It's about looking at what you'd normally call your max and saying, I'm going one step further. Pushing past your limits isn't easy. It requires mental toughness, a willingness to endure discomfort, and the courage to keep going when your body and mind scream for rest. But every time you do it, you redefine what's possible. You train your brain to see challenges as opportunities, not roadblocks. You build a mindset that says, I can handle more, I can do more, I will do more. This is how champions are made, not by talent or luck, but by consistently choosing to go beyond what they thought they could do. When you commit to the grind, don't expect a cheering squad. The world isn't always kind to those who dare to rise above the ordinary. People will call you crazy. They'll mock your work ethic, spread rumors, and try to tear you down. They'll say you're obsessed, arrogant, or selfish for chasing your dreams. And you know what? Let them talk. Their words don't define you, your actions do. The best way to silence your critics isn't with arguments or comebacks, it's with results. Let your success do the talking. Every goal you crush, every milestone you hit, every dream you turn into reality is a deafening rebuke to those who doubted you. Champions don't waste energy defending themselves. They channel it into execution. They grind in silence, letting their completed tasks, thriving businesses, and transformed lives speak volumes. When you focus on your work and ignore the noise, you become unstoppable. What separates the great from the average? It's not raw talent, wealth, or connections. It's the habit of doing one more rep in the gym, one more phone call, one more hour of study, one more swing, one more pitch, one more try. This simple principle, pushing yourself to do just one more than you think you can, builds a mindset of relentless persistence. It's the difference between those who plateau and those who soar. Think about it. When you're exhausted, when you've given what feels like everything, That's when most people stop. But if you push for one more, you're doing something others aren't willing to do. Over time, those one mores add up. They compound into massive advantages. They transform you from someone who blends in to someone who stands out. The beauty of one more is that it's within your control. You don't need to be the smartest, the fastest, or the most charismatic. You just need to be the one who refuses to quit. Let's talk about being crazy. In the eyes of average people, anyone who dares to dream big and work hard is a little unhinged. They'll tell you your goals are unrealistic, that you're aiming too high, that you should settle for less. But here's the thing. Every great achievement in history was born from a touch of madness. The visionaries, the trailblazers, the world changers, they all had a spark of crazy that let them see what others couldn't. Being crazy means believing in possibilities that others dismiss. It means trusting your vision even when no one else gets it. It means working tirelessly toward a goal that seems out of reach, because you know deep down that you're capable of making it happen. So when people call you crazy, take it as a compliment. It's proof you're on the right track. Respond with a smile and 2 words. Watch me, then get back to work. Let's be real. The pursuit of greatness comes with a price. When you commit to outworking everyone else, you'll lose some friends. Not everyone will understand your drive, and some will resent it. They'll accuse you of thinking you're better than them, of being selfish or obsessed. Average people speak an average language, rooted in their own limitations. They'll try to pull you back to their level, not because they hate you, but because your ambition makes them uncomfortable. Don't let their voices infiltrate your mindset. Their limits are not yours. You don't need their approval or permission to chase your dreams. The only validation you need is your own belief in what's possible. Surround yourself with people who speak the language of winners, those who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better. Let go of those who drag you down and keep your eyes fixed on the prize. Champions don't succeed by accident. They don't stumble into greatness. They build it brick by brick through relentless effort. The best in the world, whether in sports, business, or any field, share a common trait. They never take their foot off the gas. They don't let setbacks, criticism, or temporary failures steer them off course. They stay focused, keep working, and refuse to quit. This relentless mindset is what separates the elite from the rest. It's about staying excited, not just for a day or a month, but for as long as it takes to get the job done. It's about knocking down every obstacle between you and your dreams, no matter how big or stubborn. Other people might flinch, slow down, or give up, but not you. You keep going, day after day, until you've turned your vision into reality. Here's the most powerful lesson from this journey. You are enough. You don't need to be the most talented, the most connected, or the most privileged to succeed. What you need is a work ethic that won't quit, a mindset that rejects limits, and a commitment to doing one more. Greatness isn't reserved for the gifted. It's earned by those who are willing to outwork everyone else. Maybe you've spent your life feeling like you don't measure up, like you lack the natural advantages others seem to have. Let that be your fuel. Use it to drive you to work harder, push further, and prove to yourself that you're capable of anything. Your background, your circumstances, your starting point, they don't define your potential. Your actions do. Now it's your turn. The path to greatness is open to anyone willing to walk it, but it starts with a choice. Will you keep dreaming, or will you start doing? Will you let the doubters hold you back, or will you silence them with your success? The grind isn't easy, but it's worth it. Every drop of sweat, every late night, every one more brings you closer to the life you've always wanted. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the one goal you're ready to grind for? What's the rock standing between you and your dreams, and how are you going to knock it down? Share your story, your struggles, and your victories. Let's inspire each other to keep pushing. And if this message lit a fire in you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this post with someone who needs to hear it. Spread the word, because together, we can build a community of relentless dream chasers. Oh, and one last thing, hit that follow button. Join me on this journey to greatness, where we'll keep dropping truth bombs, motivation, and strategies to help you crush it. Let's grind, let's win, and let's make every single one of our dreams a reality. Are you in? Let's do this.